fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star.
Hey guys, my name is CJ Gaming and today I'm back with another video, and today I'm back with part 41 of my F1 2018 career mode, coming towards the end of season 2. We've already won the championship, as I've said in the last two videos. But anyway, it's the turn of the Brazilian Grand Prix, and we're going to go for a new challenge. This time we're going to go and pit and put in every single set of tyres available for this Grand Prix. So let's go into qualifying for the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Welcome to qualifying here in Interlagos as the cars are readying up for what's likely to be a very important session. I want to talk briefly about the strategy in these qualifying sessions. Anthony Davidson, how can a driver adjust their approach to gain those critical extra tenths of a second?
Well, qualifying isn't about adjusting your approach necessarily, it's more about trying to repeat a low fuel run that you've practiced prior to this session. You're looking for perfection on the lap, and that's hard to achieve if you're trying something new. There are some variables that can stand in your way, however. Track position or unexpected yellow flags, for example. Coupled with ever-changing track conditions, it's important to be out there at the right moment. But as a driver, you have to try and ignore these distractions and just keep your mind focused on that one perfect lap.
So here we are in Q1, just setting our original lap time. It's going to be a 1 minute 7.071. So a couple of seconds, Jesus Christ, it's like 2.8 seconds faster than our teammate. But Pierre Gasly, Hartley, Stroll and Vettel with a 5-second tyre position penalty, I'm not sure why, and K-Mag are all out of the thing. And we actually had a collision with Vettel apparently, so that's why he's got a 5-place grid penalty. So he's going to be starting from basically last unless anyone has penalties. But this is us going on to our one and only run in Q2, cutting the corner and going wide as well. That is not the start, like, that's not the run up to the line you really want to at Brazil, because yeah, that's like the last corner. You've already passed the last corner. It's basically a straight. But we're going. Well, Max Verstappen says a 112.222. I hate that number, that 222. That can go in the bin. But we go up to the line and set a 107.3. Slower than our lap time in Q1, but hey, it is what it is. But Nico Hulkenberg, Alonso, Kimi Räikkönen, Van Dorn, and Sergei Sorokin, who managed to get through, all out in Q2 there. So Q3 shootout now, top 10, and we're miles ahead of our teammates, like our teammate at least. But yeah, this is the one and only lap time here in Q3. I will admit I have turned down the difficulty a tad. I've put it down to 80. I'm pretty sure. It's either 80 or 75, just so it's easier, because I got to do 5 pit stops, you know. 5 pit stops I've got to do, just to bloody get around, like, complete this challenge. So it's basically going to be me stopping on lap 1, lap 2, lap 3, lap 4, lap 5, I think, maybe. As Verstappen sets a 112.8, as we go very wide there, exceeding track limits a lot. Sergio Perez sets a 111 dead, which is pretty good for the Mexican driver there. But we're coming up to the second sector split. We've got one more corner to go. He set a 54.4 in the second sector split. We set a 50.8. I'm pretty sure it says. We're also going to get a tow here from Charles Leclerc up the hill, up to the line. Where will we be starting from the Brazilian Grand Prix? My bets is first, because it's so easy, the difficulty. There you go. Pole position there, basically. 107.1. Still slower than my Q1 lap time, so not really sure what I'm playing at there. 3 seconds apparently faster than my teammate. Daniel Ricciardo's third, Hamilton's fourth, Verstappen's fifth, sixth was Bottas, seventh was Sainz, eighth Grosjean, Leclerc and Ericsson round for the top 10 in 9th and 10th. And now we got to speak to Claire for the second, well, probably the second to last race weekend anyway. Well, it is there. I'm going to say last time ever. We'll probably have to speak to her after the race. Second to last time ever. We'll probably have to speak to her in Abu Dhabi as well as this Grand Prix. So it is what it is. And R&D, sorry about R&D there. It's always good to qualify at the front, isn't it? Yes, I never get tired of that feeling. Like, it's pretty much guaranteed for me to get pole, especially in Brazil with the difficulty down. You didn't spend too much practicing, are you saving the car for the main event? Exactly, we know the track. And yeah, that's basically all it is for Claire. And let's go back into the main lobby and see how our rivalry's doing with Perez, as well as Pierre Gasly. I'm still not sure why we picked Pierre Gasly. It's a bit random, to be honest. I suppose we picked him because there's no one else to pick. We hadn't done. Like, he was just one that we haven't done. But anyway, It's time for the Brazilian Grand Prix, so I'm going to hand you over to David Croft and Anthony Davidson.
Where there's a will, well, there's a way. And nowhere has that fact been better demonstrated over the years than here at Interlagos. Remember Senna winning while fighting a gearbox that was jammed in 6th? 5 Drivers' Championship deciders in a row between 2005 and 2009. And of course, the passionate Brazilian fans packing the grandstands to capacity every year. And they're not about to stop now. We're racing today then at Interlagos, a historic 2.7-mile circuit and one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar. 15 corners in total, 9 to the left and 6 to the right, with a technical middle section opening up to a flat-out sector 3. And that gives us our best passing opportunity down into turn 1. Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Joker. They've had a fantastic campaign. It's been a wonderful year, and they come into this weekend's Grand Prix as a fully deserving champion.
It really is well deserved. I wouldn't say it's been a faultless title challenge, but certainly one that has been consistent and well managed. Here's hoping they let off a bit of steam today and give us an exciting race.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Joker lines up on pole position, and P2 goes to Daniel Ricciardo, a strong showing from the Australian. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Verstappen, Sergio Perez, and Grosjean, Leclerc, Ericsson, Alonso, and Kimi Raikkonen, Van Dorn, Sirotkin, Carlos Sainz, and Stroll, Magnussen, Bottas. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Nico Hülkenberg and Pierre Gasly. Hartley and Sebastian Vettel starts from the back of the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So we are sat on the hit grid in pole position ahead of the Brazilian Grand Prix. The strategy doesn't really matter why I look at that, because it's basically going to be super softs, softs, mediums, intermediates, wets. So yeah, hopefully we can... the wets and intermediates are going to be chaos, I bet you. It's going to be so hard to keep this car in a straight line, probably. That's what I feel anyway, especially, well, our corners, that's going to be the worst bit. Like, the traction, I'm going to lose the back end. If I lose the back end out of the pits, you all have to give me 50p. So I'm going to get 50p from this video. Yes, most money I'll ever make from a YouTube video, I bet. Unless someone wants to put me on their story, you know who. Wink wink. End of July. You're probably not even watching this far, but hey ho. It is what it is. It is what it is. But as we form up on the grid ahead of the Brazilian Grand Prix, we've got one of the Red Bulls right inside of us, probably Daniel Ricciardo, no any Aussie. As we got we line up on the grid with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights for the Brazilian Grand Prix. The lights out and away we go. We need a good start. We've gone, the back end's gone towards the left there. It's slipped out. We've lost the position already to Daniel Ricciardo as he lunged up the inside. Jesus Christ, he broke early. And we're up into P1 once again. Now, our next mission is just to get around the lap and get into the pits for the soft tyres here. This is probably the best, this is where we're going to gain like the most time with the AI. Because like we're pitting early and AI are all going to pass us, of course. But we're going to be on like the wet, like the dry tyres as well. So it's going to be a little bit easier. As there we go, we've got all the soft tyres already. That's 1 down, 4 more tyre compounds to complete this challenge at least. But as we're going to come in on lap 2 now for the medium tyres here. We're still in rich mix to be honest, and hot lap ERS mode as we quickly turn that down. DRS has now been enabled. We're miles behind 20th. We nearly caught them back up, to be honest, as we go on the medium tyres. That's the soft tyres done. So that's 2 out of the 5 tyres done. 2/5 all the way there as we're on lap 3 now. This challenge is about to get a lot harder now as we're coming into the pits once again, 3rd time, and we're going to say bye-bye to these medium tyres and hello to the intermediates. Oh my god, this is where the challenge gets hard for the next 2 laps. Are we going to be able to complete it? Hopefully. What's the bet? And we spin out or at least to lose the back end out of this pit lane. Are we going to? On the power. No. Oh, we do. We lost it. Down the hill and round the right-hander. But there we go. We're back out onto the track, basically. And we're going on the... Well, we get wet tyres as next. We lose the back end of Tad there. And lap 4 now. Going on to lap 5. Here comes the wet tyres. This will be the most boring introduction probably for a race. So far, Sebastian Vettel's actually P19. Not sure what's going on with the German there. But now we're going full out with the wet tyres. Oh. We lost the back end out the exit with the intermediates. Are we going to do that with the same with the wet tyres? Apparently we got more grip with the wet tyres. Especially on the dry track. Oh, God. Perez is actually coming around the third corner. He's going to come to lap us. As we lose the back end massively out of that corner. Jesus Christ. Perez has now lapped us. We're a lap down from the leader. And we're now going to come on and get off these wet tyres. Challenge is now complete. Soft tyres are on the car. Probably got one more stop to go until the end. But look how many cars we're lapping. We've touched the barrier twice there. Jesus Christ. And we've come out behind Van Dorn here. Not sure what position he's in. But we've lost. We're a lap down up until P14. But we're going to unlap ourselves from Van Dorn there. 13 cars have lapped us now. Bottas is next in his Mercedes. Can we change that? And now it's just going to be a little montage of me passing unlapping myself from all these cars. We've moved up into P11. 10 more cars. Stroll pissed off! Bloody hell, get out the way, you slow ass Williams. We're so much better than you. Get in the bin. Sergei Sorokin, mate. Please let us pass. Ah, cheers. You go a bit wide there, giving us some space. What a lad. See, why can't Stroll do that? Jeez, no one likes Stroll, you ugly cunt. But we've moved up into P... Well, we've not moved up any positions. We've unlapped ourselves up into P9. 8 more cars have still lapped us. But speaking of which, we've unlapped all of them cars. And we've got to come and unlap ourselves from our teammate on lap 13 now. 24 more laps to go to overtake everyone. And speaking of which, here's Gasly for our overtake. It's taken us until lap 15 to manage to overtake. Get our first overtake of the Grand Prix. I'm not counting Daniel Ricciardo. But Sergei Sorokin's dropped down to P18. And hopefully we're going to get a good run on him up the hill. Down the start. Well, I don't know. It's not really a start-finish straight until he gets about here. We're going to go around his inside or his outside. We're going to go to his outside. We're going to have the inside line. He's going into turn 2. We don't even need to because we're already past him by the time we get to turn 1 anyway. That's how easy it is now. But Stroll is coming up next for P17. Speaking of which, now we are passing him. Easy peasy. Getting in the way once again. The bloody Canadian, rich boy. Get out our way. I'm now driving the team that your daddy owns. So get in the bin. As now a couple of more cars have actually pitted now. Moved up into P12. Taking us until lap 17 to get into 12th position here. So that is a pretty decent progress so far. At this rate, we might be able to get into 2nd place depending on what happens to Perez as we move up into P11 going past Hamilton. Bottas is the car between us and the top 10. And I say that, there's no car between us and the top 10 as we bulldozed our way up the inside of Bottas there, as well as Van Dorn's now in the pits. And Hamilton, he's had some bloody monster this morning. Oh my god, he's just bulldozed, I don't even know if I said bulldoze. He just charged up our outside and he's back up into P9, but we've moved up into P10, P9 now, as we've forced our way past the British driver. Carlos Sainz just a sitting duck on this straight. Look how much faster we're going to get squeezed onto the curb. We don't even need DRS. Look how close. We're basically pushing him along. We're going to go to his outside now. And we're going to get the move done before turn 1 probably. In the braking zone, we're already ahead. So that's fantastic progress for us. P8 now. P7 is on the horizon now. Oh, well, going downhill. As Grosjean's done what Stroll did. And has now held us up a little bit more. Grosjean, get your French baguette out the way. And let me pass. There we go. Well done. Go take some wine. Drink some wine or some shit. I have no clue what this commentary is anymore. But lap 20. 17 laps to go. Up the inside of Ericsson. Moved us into P6. 5 more cars between me and the win. Speaking of which, let's make that 4. And as we pass down Kimi Raikkonen, can we make that 3? As Charles Leclerc, with another decent positioning, is in P5 now. So that's a pretty good result for the Sauber driver there. Moved us into P4. Daniel Ricciardo's next in line. He's in the pits. No, he's not. Verstappen's in the pits now. Moves us up. Easy move into P3. I'm not sure if we're going to the end. I think, no, we're not going to the end now. I think we're going to set another set of super softs, and then we'll be going to the end. But Daniel Ricciardo is now being caught up on lap 25, as we're going to come and overtake him and move us into second place for a 1-2 for the Force India boys. How far up the road is Perez? I'm not sure, but we're coming in for our pit stop at the end of lap 25. As so does Daniel Ricciardo, I think. Yeah, Daniel Ricciardo has joined us as well. 11 laps more to go to catch Perez. We're going to go on to super soft tyres, the fastest tyres available, and hopefully be able to pass the Mexican before the end of the Grand Prix, which will be a very big challenge, to be honest with you, as he's on the soft medium tyres actually. So he's on the hardest set of tyres. We've got just over 10 laps to get past Verstappen, as we're now getting past him, now squeezing us way through. I don't think he was going to leave us any room there. I don't think he did actually, but it takes us to the very last lap to get past Sergio bloody Perez. Look at that. We've lost every single set of tyres to win the Brazilian Grand Prix. That is 2 out of 2 challenges done. 1 more to go in Abu bloody Dhabi for the finale of my F1 2018 career mode. Will it happen? Will we get the triple challenge done? I don't really know what I'm on about. It's looking like it's looking very good. It's going to be a very hard one though next time out. You have to wait to see what challenge it will be, but it's going to be a very hard one, I can tell you that now, because we are not we're not going to be on the lead lap. It's a very long way away to get that win, to be honest. Anyway, on the podium we've got another 1-2 for Force India. How many is that now? This is round 20. We've got 4 races. This is our 16th 1-2, I'm pretty sure. And Daniel Ricciardo once again is on the 3rd place for the Red Bull team there. Fantastic drive from the Aussie driver there. That's very well. That's very good from him. What a challenge. He took us out on the very last lap. We took 6 stops to win that Grand Prix. The last lap is when it all happened, and we've managed to win somehow. I know the difficulty has been turned down to I think it's 80, but still, I don't think the AI would be that easy. I normally race on about 100, 99 to 100. I think it's 100 towards the end of the season. It was 99 at the start of the season. I moved up once because it went up a skill rating. I'm pretty sure it went up a skill rating. I know. Anyway, Claire's now speaking to us. How are you feeling after the win? It's amazing. The engine just was amazing. Everything went your way today. It looked like you had a really good strategy for the race. Oh, definitely. The wet tyres. Whoa, they were bloody amazing. Jesus. A good strategy and a great car to managing tyres. Would you say that Sergio Perez is still in the level? He's a great driver. He just doesn't have my car. I've got a lot of respect for him. He's really pushed me. He has. He's the bloody main rival towards the Drivers' Championship. He's who is fighting for the whole season. This is wow. Good, fair play to Sergio Perez. But we're going to beat him in our rivalry by 10 points actually. We're still beating Gasly by 8. So yeah, we're pretty much guaranteed to beat him. He's in a bloody Toro, so I'm in a Force India, the fastest car by a length. That's what we're in. So we're going to get a pretty decent amount of resource points. Not sure what I'm going to spend it on, to be honest with you. I don't really... Well, 632. Up to 921. I don't know what I could possibly want, apart from that. I know, I'll probably go into that major upgrade towards the power unit. Aerodynamics is completely done, as I've probably told you before. But I haven't done any invitational events for this whole career mode, to be honest with you. Yeah. It's not really something that you need to do in this game. 2017 you had to do it for some upgrades, but there you go. We haven't got enough yet for that powertrain major powertrain upgrade, but we'll probably get on the car sometime. But anyway, that's gonna be the end of the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the season finale in Abu Dhabi. Bye.